For news, sports, and entertainment, you're watching Campus Television, Channel 25, weeknights from 8 to midnight.
For Thursday, December 2nd, 2004, you're watching Campus Television News. Students at CSU and other universities across the nation marked World AIDS Day with songs, marches, and candlelight vigils this week. Good evening and welcome to CTV News. I'm Dominic Garcia.
And I'm Audra Ensign. Thanks for joining us tonight. About 40,000 Americans test HIV positive yearly, the same number as a decade ago, highlighting the fact that the government has fallen short in its pledge to break the back of AIDS by 2005. But neither that daunting fact nor the chilling Colorado weather kept CSU students from turning out at the Lurie Student Center to remember those who have died from the disease.
Over 85 people braved the cold last night here on the plaza to help support the ongoing battle against HIV and AIDS. The Centennial Blend a cappella chorus opened with touching songs to set the mood for the ceremony. The incredibly high risk rate for women was the focus for this year's awareness campaign. Around the world, 60% of people ages 15 to 24 infected with HIV and AIDS are women. During this year, 2.2 million females under 15 years of age were living with the disease. One of the speakers shared these scary statistics along with personal accounts of 4 infected women. She stressed the importance of being educated about the non-curable disease. A Northern Colorado AIDS Project volunteer agrees.
And I think one of the things that I feel the most strongly about is just that it's so preventable. Like, you and I, everyone has the power to end this epidemic, and it keeps growing. And so I think education is just so important, and doing events like this on campus is one of the best ways to get that word out.
Chelsea and Ashley Watson, daughters of the treasurer at the Women's Center of Larimer County, had the privilege of lighting the first candles of the vigil. As the flame was passed, people became emotional. A mixture of hope, anger, fear, and sadness filled the chilly air as tears began to fall.
It's important to us because it's affecting women of our age. And
this holiday season, be sure to protect yourself and loved ones. For CTV News, I'm Sally Morgan.
Thanks, Sally. By the way, the Centers for Disease Control says that as many as 1 out of every 4 people infected with HIV may not know they have the virus.
Black History Month is still 2 months away. However, Black Student Services has been hosting guest speakers to raise awareness and attract a more diverse participation for February. On Tuesday, Black Student Services hosted guest speaker Rick Jones, a lawyer and currently the head of the T.J. Ford Foundation, to speak to students about the importance of understanding the issues during election time, no matter which political affiliation, and making sure that their vote counts.
People look at these narrow issues like I'm going to vote for one candidate because of the rules. I think John Kerry, for example, can stop the one I read. But we all know that he can't just win and pull the troops out. So if that's the only reason you voted for him, did your vote really count? Because he can't do the thing which caused you to vote for him. So if that was the only reason you voted for him, you gotta see, did your vote really count for your purpose?
Next week's speaker will be Dr. Walter Kimbrough, as she will speak on the history of fraternalism in America. It will be held in the Lurie Student Center's East Ballroom on Tuesday, 6 o'clock.
It's been nearly 4 months since a series of riots brought national attention to the CSU community. After several arrests and thousands of dollars in damage, there are still questions unanswered and stories untold. Reporter America Krause now joins us with more on this story. So America, is the community still talking about the past events from August?
Well, you know, Audra, we're actually not really hearing too much from the community about it. Really, there's not much going on as far as it was really the hot topic when we came back to school. The riots happened the Friday and Saturday before fall semester classes began. But really, we're seeing that the 2 riots that started this semester do not seem to be on many people's minds as the semester draws to a close. But tonight, we take a look at one of the students arrested that weekend at the place of his arrest. While the community may never have the answer to why the riots took place, the student is hoping to provide some insight on what you should do if caught in a riot situation. While most are excited about their 15 minutes of fame, Nick LaFaro says he could do without it.
Hey, it's not fame. I don't want to go down in the books for that.
The CSU sophomore's face was plastered all over the media in conjunction with last August's riot. He received calls from high school teachers, friends, and family from New York to California.
That was really difficult for me because for a while I was the subject of blame and I was monsterized in the paper, and I had relatives and my old high school teachers calling me to say, you know, Nick, what were you thinking? What was going through? Why were you flipping a car? And
while LaFaro was not one of the students who started the fire or flipped over the car, he says he now understands why he was arrested that evening.
To really avoid all consequence of being a bystander or a rider, it's just very important to not be anywhere around it. Because as I had no idea I was helping them by being there.
He's hoping his insight will help some students avoid his situation. He has a few words of advice.
To sum it up in 2 words, that's what you need to do. You need to be aware of college life. It's not all Animal House, and at the same time, it's not all, you know, it's not all books and education either. It's a way of life.
LaFaro is hoping to create awareness about the riots. He is working on a pamphlet about what to do in a riot situation. He hopes to present the pamphlet to ASCSU for approval and possible sponsorship, and also start distributing it across Fort Collins next semester.
So America, why is this so important to Nick?
Just speaking with him, I really feel like it's sort of a healing process. He was arrested for failing to disperse. He wasn't inciting the riot, and so there were some issues of resentment there a little bit. But he was really reluctant to go on camera. He's a little sick of being a part of the media. He doesn't want his name on the pamphlet. He just wants others to know what they should do in similar situations. So.
Okay, well, thank you so much for that story.
Mm-hmm.
Students could possibly see another tuition hike for the upcoming year. The CSU Board of Governors has proposed a 21% increase in order to compensate for losses resulting from recent budget cuts. The increase still needs approval from the Colorado Commission on Higher Education. The CCHE recommended a 5.5% increase for all institutions in the state. However, CSU's proposed increase is well above that percentage. In-state tuition for CSU students is a little under $3,000 for a year, and if approved, there will be an increase of a little over $600 a year. ASCSU President Katie Clausen says the increase will actually be beneficial for the university.
I feel like a mom saying it's for your own benefit, it's for your own good, because like I said, every student will see this as a huge negative, but after I've studied it for a few months, I've sat in on several different conversations, it's definitely an advantage for all the students to just go ahead and pay the small percentage more overall, and that's still in comparison to our peer schools, we're still paying a considerable amount less, and being able to look at the university still increasing in the next few years the quality. So
the final decision to approve the proposal will take place before the 2005 school year.
Now that finals are bearing down on CSU students, or if the tuition increases have you worried, the Wellness Zone is offering a way to relax the high amounts of stress that often come. Drop by the Wellness Zone next week during their normal hours for any of their relaxing programs, including pet therapy, extended massage hours, and the regular programs offered by the Wellness Zone.
Well, next week we are really excited to be hosting Stress Busters Week. It's going to be all kinds of fun activities and games. We'll have some prizes that we're going to give away just to kind of de-stress before finals, because we know, especially with the holidays and finals, can be a very stressful time.
Right. The Wellness Zone is open to all CSU students and is located in the Laurie Student Center next to the CSU bookstore.
Well, it's that time of year when we will be getting together with family, friends, giving thanks, and sharing gifts. However, experts say that this is a very stressful period for many people, so they've offered a few suggestions for a stress-free season. Experts recommend getting plenty of sleep and exercise. It's also helpful to create a holiday budget to avoid overspending. Make simple, healthy food, and if you have guests staying at your house, don't feel apprehensive to serve leftovers or takeout.
The university's Academic Computing and Networking Services, also known as ACNS, is working hard to make sure that email accounts for faculty and students is protected by unwanted and harmful junk mail. ACNS has launched Proofpoint, a new junk mail and virus filtering software. The software is now connected to all email on the Lamar, Hawley, and Simla accounts. Proofpoint screens all incoming mail, and any detected with a virus will be deleted. Any potential email will be identified and sent through a protected email. For more information on your email account or Proofpoint, you can contact ACNS. And Richie now joins us with sports. So CSU Volleyball is hosting the first half of the NCAA tournament. Really exciting.
Yeah, it is very exciting. The tournament started earlier today. And when we come back, we'll take a look at how it all looks so far. Stay tuned.
From Colorado State University in Fort Collins, Colorado, Dominic Garcia, Audra Inson, Richie Rodriguez Sports, and Rachel Regalado Entertainment. You're watching Campus Television News.
The verdict regarding the future of the Sigma Pi fraternity house that Samantha Speaker's body was found in was released earlier.
6 people were arrested in conjunction with this weekend's riots. 3 CSU students were arrested for Friday night's riot on
This week, wildfires ravaged Larimer County. Vigils caused firefighters to work around the clock and get the escape.
Campus Television News. I'm Dominic Garcia.
And I'm Audra Inson. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hello, I'm Dexter Yarbrough, Chief of Police of the Colorado State University Police Department. The CSU PD is a full-service law enforcement agency devoted to the welfare of the university community. We work hand-in-hand with our students, faculty, and staff to promote the educational and occupational experiences of all. For further information, feel free to contact us at 491-6425. And also, we're located here on campus in Green Hall. Thank you.
Be in the know. CTV on iBlueTV.com. Entertainment from students for students.
Volleyball has been flying high for the past 2 weeks after winning the Mountain West Conference tournament at the start of the Thanksgiving break. CSU beat Utah on Saturday, the 20th of November, to claim the conference title for the second straight year. They then beat Idaho on November 24th to raise their overall record to an outstanding 26-3. Today, CSU hosts 3 other teams in the first round of the NCAA tournament at Moby Arena. Earlier this evening, the 3rd seed in the tournament, Hawaii, took on CU at 5 o'clock. Hawaii ended up winning the match in 4 games, and CSU is playing Purdue. That match started at 7 o'clock. If CSU wins, they will play Hawaii at 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
We're going to have to go through somebody great, and I think the first obstacle, we got to think about it one match at a time. We got to beat a good Purdue team. Then we're going to have a monumental task in beating Hawaii, but Hawaii's not unbeatable, especially in Fort Collins. Then we get to go, the good thing is we go then to a neutral Green Bay regional where there's going to be a lot of great teams there, but no home team with an exclusive advantage. So that's exciting to me, and I think, if we can somehow come away with 2 wins here, we're going to go into that regional as a very even and very prepared team for that regional.
This is what the first round bracket looks like so far. Hawaii gets by CU, but makes it apparent that they are beatable after they lost the first game of the match 24-30. They then won the next 3 games 30-22, 30-20, and 30-24. CSU is taking on Purdue, and that match started at 7 o'clock. And again, the winner will play Hawaii at 7 tomorrow night. Well, the 2004 football season is finally over, and though it was a disappointing season, we can all look forward to a healthy, rejuvenated team next year with Justin Holland and Matt Bartz both back on the roster healthy. As for this season, Zach Borg lets us know just what happened.
For the first time since 1998, the Colorado State Rams didn't have a bowl berth to be thankful for this holiday season. And CSU's 4-7 record marked the program's first losing campaign since 1993, Sonny Lubbock's first year in Fort Collins, leaving the Rams with plenty to ponder this winter.
I'd sum it up as disappointing in a lot of ways. A lot of things, a lot of factors. You can make an excuse for that. But it's disappointing the fact that we'd like to have won a couple more games.
CSU's biggest problems were centered around the running game. The Rams couldn't stop it, allowing an average of 221 yards per game, and they didn't have much success on offense either, averaging 111 yards. For the second straight year, turnovers also killed CSU. The Rams committed 27 while forcing just 15. Some of the Rams' problems can probably be traced to youth, as CSU was the youngest team in Division I, giving younger players like Corey Sperry and Dustin Osborne a chance to have breakout seasons.
The seniors, these guys are amazing. They're mentors to me and to the rest of the younger guys on this football team, and to see them come up with this type of season, I just feel so bad for them because they work so hard, and these guys are the guys that got me to the player I am right now.
Colorado State faces a long off season, but with only 10 seniors graduating, there is hope that in 2005, the Rams will go that extra yard to be successful.
We can't come out and think people are going to give us victories because we're Colorado State. We've got to come out and work harder this offseason and just give it all we got.
For CTV Sports, this is Zach Borg.
On Tuesday night, the women's basketball team took on Pepperdine at Moby Arena, and they ended up walking away with their 4th win of the regular season. Let's take a look at how it all happened. Right off the bat, it's freshman Sarah Hunter with the steal. She will miss the layup, but it's Melissa Dennett with the follow and one. Dennett, coming off the Mountain West Player of the Week, had 8 points in the night. Vanessa Espinoza busts a 3. She had 13 on the night, but the real story of the first half was the amount of missed shots CSU had. The Rams shot just less than 25% in the first half and trailed going into the second 23-31. In the second, things changed, and here Lindsey Thomas sidesteps a defender and lays it in. But the real story of the second half was Sarah Hunter. Hunter went absolutely berserk from behind the arc, and that hit right there got her going. She would continue to light it up and would hit from the same area, coming off the pick here, and splash. Like my man from NBA Jam, she's heating up. At the other end, Pepperdine counters with a 3 of their own. That one from Defania Kennedy, but it wouldn't be long until Hunter was at it again. Again, coming off that pick. She's on fire! At the other end, Jennifer Lacey goes up, and it's Melissa Dennett. She says, girl, not here. And then Hunter again. Yuck! Then watch the hustle here as she's going to force a turnover with the full court press. Getting on the ground, CSU ball, and CSU would win the game 64-58. Hunter led her team with 15 points.
Yeah, I mean, after you play games where you're supposed to win and kind of you go in knowing that it's not as fun, really. To have a close game like that, whether it should have been or not, really was good for us. And we'll keep going from there, I think.
And be clutched on this.
Well, and you know, and for a freshman, I mean, I just think that she made some really nice plays for us and did a great job. I really thought that not just hitting the shots, but she just got better in some of the things she was doing, whether it be defensively. She played really hard and just did some really good things. So I'm glad she bounced back. I thought our 3 juniors just did a real good job leading and really sucking it up and playing great defense. We played full court defense all night and then hit good shots down the stretch.
The men's basketball team was also in action on Tuesday when they traveled all the way down south to Alabama to take on the Auburn Tigers. Unfortunately, CSU center and leading scorer Matt Nelson sat this one out with flu symptoms, but that didn't seem to affect the team all that much. However, CSU did suffer their second loss of the season when they went down in a heartbreaker 76-79 in overtime. Redshirt freshman Stuart Crayson filled in at center for the sick Nelson, and he picked up where Nelson was missed, scoring a career-high 17 points and grabbing 10 rebounds to lead the Rams in both departments. Another freshman, Jason Smith, added his career-high 14 points, and John Rakeski added 13. Up next for the men is a rematch of the 1968 NCAA Elite 8 matchup in which CSU took on and lost to Drake. Drake would later lose to UCLA, who was led by some guy named Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or something. Anyway, back to present time. Here in 2004, the men will play Drake again. This time it will be here at Moby Arena on Saturday at 7 o'clock. The women, on the other hand, will take on Texas Pan American at 2 o'clock on Saturday. If they win that one, they will up their record to 5-1. And you know, Audra, The women look very impressive so far, and it'll be interesting to see what happens when they take on UConn later this month.
Absolutely. It seems like Sarah Hunter is a great addition to the team this year.
She really is. She really is.
All right. Thanks, Richie.
Thank you.
Well, coming up in entertainment, Rachel is going to take us to the Rio for the best margaritas in town. Stay tuned.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ramblers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday night. Welcome to the Ramblers. I am Travis Huntington.
I'm Tyler Kraus. I'm Chris Dittmer. A great game this weekend.
Another huge game for the Rams.
Don't forget to tune in to the Ramblers every Tuesday night from 6 to 8 right here on 90.5 KCSU.
The Laurie Student Center is the place to be. It's the place for taking care of business and the place to buy and sell textbooks. It's the place for staying connected, student organizations, leadership programs, and more, all right here. It's the place to eat. It's the place for entertainment. There's always something happening at the LSC. Movies, art exhibits, and special performances. Check it out online. The Laurie Student Center is definitely the place to be.
And now, CTV Entertainment with Rachel Regalado.
This is the last week for the scene for the Golden Green before winter break. We hope you enjoyed the Fort Collins Bar Hop Series. Here's the latest and the last bar for the 2004 year.
Looking to go to Mexico without crossing the border? Head to the Rio for the best margaritas in town.
I know that they experimented with a number of tequilas when they first did this, and I think the Cuervo Gold and the Juarez Triple Sec they use are just, they complement each other really well.
Once entering, you will be greeted by the warm smell of beans, cheese, salsa, and homemade tortillas. Escape the chilly winter air and relax in Mexico, the Rio style.
The turnover here isn't very high, so you get a lot of the same faces serving you, which is always a perk, you know. We're really good to the regulars. I think that people who spend a lot of time here are compensated.
If margaritas aren't your specialty, there are plenty other drinks to choose from. You don't have to be 21 to enter, which means all your friends can enjoy the warm and sunny Old Town getaway.
Well, we've got a little something for everybody here. You don't have to be 21, you can be 71 and have just as good of a time. It is a popular place. Everybody comes down here to get their first legal margarita. Birthday shots are on us, and it's just a great atmosphere, and everybody always has a good time.
Next time you need a vacation and can't afford a plane ticket to Mexico, head to the Rio for a refreshing margarita and a sunny good time.
Make sure to watch CTV Entertainment next semester for more on the scene for the Golden Green. Well, with snowfall comes winter sports, which means it's time to pull out your skis and snowboards if you haven't already. And don't worry if you haven't hit the slopes yet, you have plenty of opportunities coming up over Christmas break. The CSU Snow Riders Club is hosting their annual Jackson's Hole ski trip.
A really fun time. I encourage anyone who's enthusiastic about skiing or riding, whatever your ability level, to come out and have some fun with the Snow Riders. Come see what we're all about. It's a really fun club, and we're very committed to having a good time.
The Jackson Hole trip goes from January 2nd through January 7th. Final payments are due by December 3rd, which is tomorrow, in the Snow Riders office. The price for members is $435 and $450 for non-members. The trip includes round-trip transportation, 5 nights lodging, a 4-day lift ticket, food and beverages, as well as other activities. Well, if you're feeling in the mood for a rock concert, want to relieve some stress before finals, and just can't get enough of the latest and greatest music, you have the option to attend Live Life Late's concert this weekend. The concert will feature a Francophone, The Next Small Thing, nonfiction, Writing in Red, with special guest Josh Novak. Live Life Late's concert is this weekend, Friday, December 3rd, from 8 p.m. to midnight in the LSC main ballroom. Don't forget the concert is free to everyone. Well, Adam Sandler is back, but this time he's a family man raising 2 kids with a wife, played by Tia Leone, that is in the middle of finding herself. He hires a Spanish housekeeper to help out around the house. The housekeeper, played by Paz Vega, must help keep this family together. Here's a little sneak peek of the romantic comedy Spanglish.
John Klasky is a loving father.
You don't have to get up yet, but are you thinking seriously about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
A world-class chef.
Don't even know what to root for. Thought a 1-star gets me nauseous. But with 4, there's no place to go but, oh my God, you lost one of your stars. 3¼ stars. Yeah, that would be perfect. It would mean you're good, but not good enough to feel bad that you're not great.
And a man whose wife.
I helped run a commercial design company up until 4 months ago when it was downsized to Zip, and now I'm a full-time mom. Gulp. Double gulp.
Is struggling to find herself.
No! He was mad at me as mom because of what happened.
Give me a second. No.
Spanglish hits theaters December 17th and is rated PG-13. Check your local theaters for dates and times. Well, if you're looking to get into the holiday spirit, then the Department of Music, Theater, and Dance may be able to help you. The Holiday Brass Concert is this weekend and will feature the Colorado State University Faculty Brass with special guest Wes Kinney, who is the conductor of the CSU Symphony, and Eric Hollenbeck, professor of percussion at CSU. The Holiday Brass Concert is Monday, December 6th at 7:30 in the new Edna Risley Griffin Concert Hall. For more information, contact the Department of Music, Theater, and Dance. Well, Dominic, have you ever been to the Rio?
You know, I haven't, but after seeing that video, I definitely want to check it out.
It's great, Dominic. And for people that aren't 21 and can't drink margaritas, they have great Mexican food, too.
Great, thanks a lot. We'll be right back.
One radio, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 0 commercials. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up.
90.5 KCSU.
90.5.
This is your student-run radio.
It is your student-run radio station.
On your FM dial. Run by students, for students. It's 90.5 KCSU.
Campus service officers are the eyes and ears of the CSU Police Department. They provide safe walks to all students and are available 7 days a week. To request a safe walk, pick up an emergency phone on campus, call the Safe Walk line, or simply ask a CSO on duty. CSOs patrol and provide walks from Constitution to Matthews Street and Prospect to Mulberry Street. To be safely escorted to your destination, call 491-1155.
Agent Classifieds, how may I help you?
Place it, find it, buy it, sell it, rent it. All this and more with the Rocky Mountain Collegian Classifieds, as low as $4.50 a day. Call 491-1686, 491-1686.
Just think about it. Just think about it. You'll get it.
As the semester comes to an end and CSU students make their plans for winter break, graduating seniors say goodbye to college life and prepare to enter the career world. Tonight is the final broadcast for the 2004 season, and it's the last goodbye for many of our CTV seniors.
American novelist James Allen once said, "Dream lofty dreams, and as you dream, so you shall become." This is the message for the graduating seniors of 2004. You have all been molding your craft and dreaming big these past 4 years. And now, as graduation approaches, your dreams are on their way to becoming your reality.
There's such a home here and such a family. And everyone who works at campus television will tell you that they probably spend more time here than they do at their houses.
To, be there to criticize you when you need it, but also to be there to, help you out when you don't feel like you can do it anymore.
I'm gonna miss all the friends. It's been
one of the best experiences of college.
I adore Liz Kerrigan so much. I think CTV was really blessed to have the chance to have someone like Liz work here.
She's always smiling, she's always happy, and no matter how bad anybody's feeling, she can always make people laugh.
The reason I like working for the Tuesday Show and reporting for them was because she brought such a positive attitude to it.
She did an amazing job at producing for someone who has never done anything in CTV before.
She'd be great on camera, she's great behind the camera, and I know that she doesn't really necessarily want to get into that, but I mean, I think that she was a fabulous producer.
She'll just take somebody's ideas, take somebody's personality, take on whatever that person has to offer and run with it, and everything just works when you're working with Liz.
She's very determined to get a job done that she knows she can get done, and she likes to do as good as she can with everything, and I think that her drive and everything she does is going to make her ultimately successful in life.
To have so many people around that are so willing to help and always there on show days has been really inspiring, and it's kept me going.
Jared is probably one of the most annoying people I've ever met, and at times I could not stand him.
Jared, oh God. Crazy guy.
So loud. But he definitely brings something to campus television that we haven't had before.
He definitely brings, I guess, new energy to wherever he's at, and he makes everybody laugh, everybody loves him.
He stops short of nothing to make you smile if you're in a really bad mood.
He reminds me that this is just supposed to be fun. And I'm just really thankful that I got to know him, because now I think of him as one of my best friends.
So full of energy and enthusiasm, and he's a genuine person too. He'll tell you the truth when you need to hear it.
He would do anything for anybody here at CTV.
The thing is, he's got the biggest heart in the world. This kid, it doesn't matter anything you do to him, he'll still love you the next day, and he'll forget about it.
That's what I'm going to miss most, is the family atmosphere, friend, I don't know, just all the friends, and the whole scene. I mean, it's really special. It's something that I'm never going to forget at all.
What can you say about America? She's America.
And she's just intense. She's always here, always working on stuff, and whew.
She knows what she's doing. She has a very strong head on her shoulders with regard to this business, and that will carry her wherever she wants to go.
She'll push you when you need to be pushed, and she will bring out the best in you.
She has taught me so much. So much of what I've learned has come from Erica.
If it weren't for her, I wouldn't have been able to produce. She helped me out so much in the beginning and really surprised me, because I was kind of intimidated by her at first.
I've learned something new from every person that's walked in the door.
She's the best news director I've ever met, and the way she approaches journalism is just such an intense attitude.
She's been someone that I've really looked up to for support, for answers, for advice.
She's like the best friend a person could have. She's always been there for me.
She knows so much about putting a news show together. You know, that I don't think will ever necessarily be replaced. I don't think you'll ever find a match to do it the same way that she has.
Campus television is really where they spend their time, and they don't regret it, and I have no regrets about that.
And welcome to CTV News. I'm Audra Ensign.
Another snowfall coming ahead on Sunday. Audra is honestly one of the most talented people that I've seen in 4.5 years at campus television.
Denver University and Colorado State.
When I came into CTV, I wanted to be just like her. And it seems like she's been anchoring as long as I can remember. I think everyone I've ever worked with here has been an inspiration to me.
She was always there to help everyone and work with everyone.
She's just really nice, just a really nice girl to be around and to talk to about life situations and stuff.
Big loss for the volleyball team.
She prepared a little speech for this one. I'm Dominic Garcia.
And I'm Audra Ensign. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Throughout the years, she's helped me and she's become one of my best friends, and I'm gonna miss her a ton.
Gosh, I think I've made some of my best friendships in college at CTV, and people that I'll never lose touch with. And I don't know, I just feel like I've
just have like a second family here at Campus Television, and I think that's one thing I'll really miss.
As much as I love her as a colleague, I'm going to miss her as a friend too. She brings such a professional atmosphere to CTV that we haven't seen in a really long time.
With all the latest in news, sports, and entertainment. Have a good break. Good night.
Watching people care and watching people come down here, even if they're not making money, just volunteering their time and helping you just because they want to is so inspiring.
I think what I'm going to miss the most is coming down here every single day during my breaks, in between classes, working on the shows, meeting new people. Gosh, I think I've made some of my best friendships in college at CTV.
Audra Ensign, Liz Kerrigan, Marika Kraus, and Jared Worksma. We thank you for all you have done for us and for Campus Television. Dream big, and you will always grow into your dreams. The world is ready and waiting for you. Our thoughts are with you as you start this new chapter of your lives. To the graduating class of 2004, good luck, God bless, and farewell.
For news, sports, and entertainment, you're watching Campus Television, Channel 25, weeknights from 8 to midnight.